We're going to call this video 1. Okay, I'm going to upload this as video 1. This is video 1 of how to make soap. For my purposes and just for, example purposes only, I'm going to let you know what I've already done. So I already have the soap in the oven, and video number 2 will be telling you all about that little process. Now, I'm going to apologize again, just like I'm going to apologize in video number 2, because I was trying to make this video and I could not get the video editor to work. So it did not like my my movie type. It doesn't like mods. It likes AVIs, MPEGs, JPEGs, all that stuff. And mine comes off of this computer, off of this camera as a mod. So let's start with what you will need for soap making. You will need a thermometer. I use one. I have a meat thermometer that I can use, but it's not as reliable as this. So what I do is I take, when I make my lye in these containers, I'll talk about that in a minute. When I make the lye and I pour the lye into the container, I measure it with this. I wash it, rinse it off. I neutralize it with apple cider vinegar. That's sitting right here. And then I'll go and put it in my oils when they're on the stove. When they're on the stove melting to test them, and I'll just wipe it off in between, back and forth. As long as you're cleaning it, there's no need to have multiple thermometers, unless you're trying to measure everything at once. And I can just go back and forth. I don't mind going back and forth. If you want 2 thermometers, you can, but get the electric ones because they're very, very accurate. Okay, so I have an electric one. This was the temperature that my lye and my oil came to on the bottom here, 110 degrees, and it is 73 degrees in the kitchen. Alright, so that's about the thermometers. Let me turn that off because I don't need it anymore. You are going to need a dishwasher and microwave safe spatula. And that is what this is, because it can handle a temperature of 210 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, if you have one of these, then you can stir your lye water with this and you don't have to worry about melting. You are also going to need either 2 pitchers, the kind that you put Kool-Aid in or tea in or lemonade, 2 pitchers with lid. Okay, the difference here is that it has the lid. I'm not using one with it. I mean, my lid for this is right here. This is my lid for this container. Goes in there just like that. And I only put it on when I'm carrying the lye in from the back porch, because I sit my lye outside to cool. And this is pretty cool because it has the squeezy to control the temperature, the pressure of the lid. But if you're using the pitchers, you want 1 pitcher or 2 pitchers, depending on how much soap you're going to be making. The plastic will corrode if you do not have a pitcher that can carry a temperature of 210 degrees. Just like this spatula, your pitcher should be dishwasher and microwave safe and be able to handle temperatures up to 210 degrees. This canister right here is dishwasher and microwave safe, and this is what I use to mix my lye water in. As you can see here, let's see if I can get it somewhere where you can see it. You see that little cloudiness at the bottom? That's from the lye heating up. It is not eating away at the bottom of the pitcher, so I don't have to worry about corrosion. In the case that it does start to corrode, I do have a second one right here. I got these at Bed Bath & Beyond. They were, I think, $11.99 each. I think. And then there's tax on top of that. Alright, you're also going to need a scale. Okay, you're going to need a scale that can weigh out up to 5 pounds. Okay, this scale was supposed to be able to weigh up to 5 pounds, but it doesn't. It gets to 4 pounds 13 ounces, and then it doesn't weigh anything else. So it is a liar. So what I end up doing is having to weigh out each individual ingredient into I weigh it out first, and then I put it into the pot, which is fine. I mean, it's the long way to do things, but it gets the job done. Also, your scale should be able to tear off. I'll show you what I mean by that. If you put something on the scale, like I'm going to put this spatula here. Here, let me zoom out some so you can see. Okay, I'm going to put the spatula on the scale. As you can see, the scale is off. I'm going to turn it on. and it's going to tell me it weighs nothing because it's already on there. That's another thing that you want. If you put a container on there before you put your ingredients in to weigh it out, that is one of the things you want. It should be able to start at 0 with something on it. If I take this off, it tells me that the spatula weighed 1 3/4 of an ounce, but there's a negative because it's no longer there. So this is tearing. This is 00. I'm going to put my spatula on, which I know already weighs 1 3/4 of an ounce. And I'm going to put on a wooden spoon. Actually, I'm going to tear that off. So I have 1 3/4 of an ounce already on. And then I can reset it back to 0. And with the scale on there, weigh the spoon that weighs 7/8 of an ounce. That is what your scale should be able to do. It should be able to tear off ingredients. Okay? That's called T-A-R-E. You're also going to need protective goggles. Let me turn this off. You're going to need protective goggles right there. I know I wear glasses, but I do wear my protective goggles. And you're going to need some stylish rubber gloves. I got the long ones because they'll come all the way up my arm, so if I get it splashed with anything, I'm not going to get hurt. Plus, I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. So I'm looking here, and it says I have 7 seconds for the soap that's in here. And I guess I'm going to have to go and show you that now since it's going off. But I'm going to preset my clock to 20 minutes again because I know it's going to take an hour for it to work. So we'll go down here into the stove and pull out the soap, which is in the pot. This is oven process. Yes, I know my oven is dirty. You see this? This is the thick custard stage from heating. I need my spoon here. And I'm going to stir this. Hopefully I can do this with you guys watching. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll try. I need my glove. What happened to my glove? I know I just had that glove, y'all. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's right here. Okay. Need one glove to hold on. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm stirring this. This is still caustic right now, but I am stirring it. And this is thick, creamy custard. This is exactly what E. Howe said that my oven process, first part of this process, would look like. It said it would look like creamy soap. Now, if you are not more confident, like I am confident, you can go ahead and put your rubber gloves back on and stir this. Safety first if you know, aren't so much sure about what you're doing. Now, I want to make sure I get all the corners and on the sides here and incorporate that back into the soap. I'm going to go down into the bottom and stir around, and I'm going to scrape the bottom of the pot like that. This soap is going to dry quick and it's going to set up really fast, and because it's tallow, I need to cut it quicker than any other soap would need to be cut. So that's pretty well stirred from what I could see. Yeah. Okay. That's stirred up. I'm going to wipe off here. And so you still see? Let's set this on this plate because that's the only thing I'm going to be using it for. Put my lid back on. And back in the oven it goes. Metal rack. For 20 minutes. While I seal this off. Okay. Alright. Now you'll probably see the other 10 minutes, but while I have 20 seconds left. Gloves, microwavable dishwasher safe, microwavable dishwasher safe, timer, wooden spoons, scale, and you're going to need a stick blender because it works way better. So find a stick blender. Alright, I'll see you in 20 minutes, guys.